Hello everyone, I want to make some really quick and easy Christmas cards with you today. Now this video was meant to go up as usual on Sunday for the prompt in the Mixed Media Emporium, and I just want to briefly explain where I was because I know that some of you have been wondering what happened on Sunday and why I didn't record my normal video. We were battered here in the UK with Storm Arwen and we had really heavy winds here in Worcestershire, sleet and snow. The weather was just absolutely horrible, and as a result our power was down all day Saturday and into the early hours of Sunday morning, and so I just didn't get a chance to record my video. I normally record Thursday or Friday and had left it admittedly to the last minute, more for me, because I just wasn't able to record it, so it's a few days late, so my apologies for that. So the prompt for this week is to do something with either lace or doilies, and that's what I'm going to be doing here. Now I've pulled out some of these gorgeous papers here. You might recognise some of these because I used something similar for my Christmas cards last year. Couldn't resist ordering more of these papers because I think the patterns are so beautiful. I must admit I'm not so keen on the texture. It has kind of a satiny finish, whereas I prefer more of a matte finish, but the designs, as you can see, are just absolutely gorgeous. Now this paper, because I know that somebody is bound to ask, is from a company called Flonz, Flonz. Flonz are based in Australia. Do not buy the decoupage paper. This is really glossy, unless of course you want something that's glossy, of course. This is slightly larger, but is single-sided, whereas the scrapbooking papers are double-sided and have some absolutely beautiful designs. Just look at these, wonderful to coordinate. So, you know, Flonz is where I got these from. Now I've got a mixture of different doilies that I'm going to be using for my project today. I've got these, they are absolutely beautiful doily die cuts, and these came from AliExpress, absolutely beautiful. I've got these square ones here and these rectangular ones here, so I thought I might be able to do something with some of these. I've also got some of these which came from a company called Lakeland here in the UK. I'm sure most of you have got something similar that you can use. Now I've decided I want to start off by doing something with this paper set here, so let's just move those out of the way, and I thought I might be able to use this doily here. I think that's just going to look absolutely beautiful, so I just need to decide what I need to cut this paper down to. So let's just grab a ruler. I think the right measurement here is going to be about 4.5 inches or 11 centimeters. I think that will be about right, 11 centimeters, and then I need to cut a piece in this piece of paper here, which I think I'll cut down to about 7 by 7 centimeters. So let me just go away and cut these sheets down. So this is what I've got now, and that fits absolutely beautifully. I love that. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and I think those papers are going to work really nicely for the base of my Christmas cards. So I'm just going to stick these down. Now I'm going to be using some of the art glitter glue, and what I will do is just add some glue just to the fine detail here of the card. I know that I've been asked this question a lot recently. How do you deal with decorative doilies or intricate doilies? So just using this fine needle tip here, you can even decant regular tacky glue into just a fine nose bottle and do much the same thing. But this will work perfectly. So I'm just going to go all the way around like this. In fact, let me just finish this off here. There we are. And then just add a small amount just around the outside here as well. And then let's just stick this down onto my paper. Stand up to do this so that I get this centralised. That's the hardest thing. You've got a tiny bit of wiggle room, although this glue does stick really quickly. About there, I think. It does not have to be perfect. and that should hold that doily down really nicely. Now, do I want to round the corners? I don't think I do, because it's a square pattern. I'm just going to leave it square. So again, we'll add a small amount of glue all the way around the outside like this. There we go. I've been a bit frugal around the edges, I think. And so pop this down. I want it to go that way up. And although this isn't traditionally festive paper, it has that festive vibe just because of the patterns and the colours. I think it's just beautiful. So you don't have to have necessarily festive papers. Just use whatever you've got in your stash. Isn't that just gorgeous? Now the next thing I want to do is decide what kind of card base I want for my cards. I just love craft, and although we've got the white doily and that would look beautiful for me, I just think the craft has a much more vintagey feel. So that's what I'm going to use today. Now I'm not going to measure anything. I'm going to use my hoogie board. Let me just find my scoring tool as well. I'm going to line the paper up at the edges and just see where it seems natural to score, and I think it's at this mark here. So I'm just going to score that there like that, fold my paper over this way, and then I'm going to take this off to the paper trimmer and cut. This is what my card looks like once it's popped onto that craft cardstock base. Absolutely beautiful, and I could of course leave it there if I wanted to. I think that's just beautiful in its own right, but I do want to take this one step further. I've got some of these wooden die cuts which I got from my local craft store. I think these were from the range Bare Basics. These are called by Do Crafts Paper Mania. So I just want to do something with this. Now many of you know that I am obsessed with my white chalk wax. This is the chalk wax from Authentico, and what I'm going to do is just apply a small bit of this very carefully, because these are quite fragile. So I'm just going to pop some of this white wax all over this wooden embellishment, and I'm just going to keep going and build up my layers. And of course the white will tie in with the white doily as well. I'm going to try and catch the edges with the white, and I think this is going to look really pretty. So I've gone around that with wax, and just so that you can see the difference, here's one before it was treated. I think that's a really nice effect. And so I'm just going to glue that down to my card just like that. Again, I'm just going to use some of my art glitter glue and just apply a small bead just around the outside. Just going into some of these berries as well, just so that it catches really well. We get some good adhesion. We don't have to go everywhere. Just in a few places like that. There we are. And then we can just stick the wreath down. Don't overthink where it's going to go, Nina. Just stick it down. What I do want to do is try and centralise it here like this. Isn't that just beautiful? So now, of course, the last thing we need to do is just glue the card base onto the front. Tiny bit of glue here. That will be plenty. Make sure I get that the right way up and stick that down. Again, I'm just going to stand up to do this, and that is my really simple card. And to step this up a notch, I just want to put a little greetings sentiment on the inside of the card. I'm using some beautiful quality writing paper. I don't know whether you can see the texture in this. This is the Verge de France G Gallo writing paper. It's just absolutely beautiful. I did get this on clearance a couple of years ago, but instead of gluing this down, what I'm going to do is use some glittery washi tape. This has completely lost its sticky, so let's snip off a piece here, bring back my piece of tissue paper, and I'm just going to use some glue just going to apply a really small amount here, so that if somebody wants to recycle this for the following year, they can do, just by heating it with a heat tool. That would melt the glue and this would peel off really easily. So let's just have a look and see where I want this to go. So I'm just going to pop that down there. Oh, hang on, that's not in the centre. This is really hard to do on camera. Where does that want to go? About there, like that. So hang on, let's do this properly. About there, and that will be fine. How cute does that look? Really sparkly. So let's just add a greeting to the inside of the card. I'm just using some jet black StazOn ink for this, and I've got a stamp that says Season's Greetings. Let me turn this up this way actually. So here we go, and line this up, Season's Greetings, and pop that there like that, and that just finishes the card off really nicely. Isn't that just so gorgeous? I love that. And let's just do another one. I've got this green paper here, and the other side of that has this lovely design. So I'm just going to use a doily, put this on the centre of the doily. I've already waxed my little wreath, and so that's going to be my next card as well. Aren't these just gorgeous? So 2 cards here that are not festive in any way whatsoever, apart from the greeting that's inside of them. So Season's Greetings in both of these, but they just both have that festive vibe. I've got 2 more cards as well that I've done. These don't really look festive at all at the moment. These 2 have got a horseshoe kind of shape. So to make these more festive, I've decided to pull out a couple of bows, and I thought if I popped these on here like this, that would give them more of that festive touch. Won't those look pretty? So I'm just going to glue these on just with a bit of the art glitter glue. You could use Fabri-Tac for this if you wanted to. So we'll just pop that there like that, and I'm going to have to set these aside to dry, and we'll pop another blob on this one here as well. So just a touch on this one here, and don't those look pretty as well? Absolutely gorgeous. I had 8 pairs of papers selected, and I've used them all. I've ended up with 8 cards, and I love them. I think they're absolutely beautiful. So these are the first 2 I made, and of course these 2 here as well, using the bows. I've made 4 more cards. Let me just pop those out of the way. I've made these ones here as well. I think these are gorgeous as well. This one here was a slightly smaller die, and it looked a little bit lost, so I decided to add a bow to this one here as well, whereas I like how plain and simple these ones here are. Now, as far as envelopes are concerned, I've got some ready-made envelopes that I picked up on Facebook Marketplace from a lovely lady that lives just around the corner from me that was getting rid of a whole bundle of cards and envelopes, and look, match made in heaven. I mean, the colour couldn't be more perfect. These have got sort of like a gold tone. Really like these, but I think those match really well. You could, of course, make your own envelopes as well, and I will leave a link to a video I made last year showing how you can make your own envelopes in a really easy way to fit any style of card, so you'll find that in the description box below. But I will also be coming back soon with an idea as to how we can use the bit that I cut off the bottom. Of course, this was an A4 size piece of cardstock, and I was left with 8 pieces of card this size here, which I thought again would make really lovely festive greetings cards using scraps that I've got left over. So if you are interested in more festive card ideas, stay tuned. I will have this video published in the next couple of days or so. Well, I hope this has given you some ideas as to how you can make festive greetings cards that are beautiful and quick and easy to make. I admire people that produce these beautifully intricate and layered greetings cards that must take hours for them to make. I don't know about you, but at this time of year, I am always running against the clock. It's just ridiculous. So I'm always after, quick and easy, effective ideas. So I hope that this has ticked those boxes. You'll also find a link to my Christmas playlist as well, which I'll leave again in the description box below. So there's lots more festive ideas, cards, decorations, all kinds of things in the playlist. But if you've enjoyed today's video, as always, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. But most importantly, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.